All right. I hope you guys can hear me well. I'm on my laptop, so maybe it's not the best. But mm. All right. So just let me just here. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I'll give you like 2 minutes. I'll be looking at the dragons deck list. Oh yeah, I wanted to figure out how you build Yagmas. But it's not Yagmas. So how would I build Yagmas? Oh wow, 6 people are watching, so fuck it. Let's just start. So, hello everyone. It's Siri. I'm streaming for a long time, and my setup is a bit weird because I only have one screen, but I have my phone here. Sorry, I haven't done this in a while, and I can see the chat there that way. And I hope you guys can see me. So what we're doing here today is we're gonna play some Hardened Scales. As you know, I haven't streamed in a long time, but this is the latest list I've been kind of playing, and it's been pretty successful. I 5-0'd with a very similar list where I played Shadow Spear instead of this Power Depot, basically. The idea here was that I was playing and I was feeling like I had a million 2-drops. Because I was playing 4 Patchwork Automatons. Oh well, you probably know the card, right? And I felt that when I had like, I'm just gonna put it here, when you have so many trillions of 2-drops, you cannot really cast your spells very effectively, right? Your turn 2 you're casting a 2-drop, turn 3 you're casting a 2-drop, turn 4 maybe you're casting two 2-drops. It just gets a bit awkward with having to have like if you have like 19 2-drops, it gets a bit too awkward in my opinion. Especially when you need to play more lands, so you make sure you don't miss the land drops. It gets a bit weird. Sometimes you want to play Hangarwork, but if you play Patchwork later, Patchwork gets worse. So it just gets, a bit muddied. So I wanted to go ahead and see if I could make a deck list that was a bit faster, that took full advantage of Ozulis, the Shadowspire, Ozulis for the friends, or Gozo. So more modular creatures, and then basically what I did, I just cut the passwords on it for a while for Urban Workers, and then I cut one Golden Jar because I just thought it was a bit underwhelming in some of the matchups. That allowed me to play a Pitting Needle main deck, which is very good right now against the One Ring, the one and only, which is like the Scourge of Modern at the moment. And basically on the sideboard I have one Power Depot. So the concept of the mana base is just to have, I actually forgot how many, it's like 14, 15, so 4, 5, 6, 10, 12 actually green sources. Plus you have the Power Depot, which can tap for Azul. So this is actually a bit short on green sources where I will. Is it really only this many? 4, 5, 6, 10, 12. Yeah. Yeah. There's an argument to be made to play one more green source, but this has been working fine for me, so we'll keep it like that, I guess. I guess you can count Splendid Ground as the 13th green floors, and we have a lot of 1-drops to enable it. And the mana base is basically the pathways. I feel they are the best lands. I mean, when it comes to casting your spells and activating Zavas. Of course, I want at least 3 forests. Hello, Dino, Sirius. 3 forests because they're basics. You can find them off Field of Rain or Bosejo or whatever. Very important. Also, always untapped, never a setback. Blame one of each. Go for Born Willows and Carpusan Forest because they both suck in a way because it both sucks to both lose life and gain life, but give you opponent life. But in a way, when you play one of each, you're never gonna have two, and you give your opponent a lot of life, or the other way, you're not gonna kill yourself basically. What else? Two Bostages, I find this is kind of mandatory. I mean, you just win so many games you have no business winning thanks to Bostaju. So I think it's very important to have them. Two. Sagas, Sigmas is pretty standard. One gemstone card is in the main, one on the sideboard. Explain that in a second. One Blinkmoth Nexus. I think Blinkmoth Nexus works really, really well with the Ozolis, but of course, this in theory, we were following, the Gospel of Karsten. This should probably be a green source, but we're mostly colorless deck, right? This is an argument I made many times. It's like, you need both to have Hardened Scales and a green source. Like, if you don't have Hardened Scales, not having a green source turn 1 is not that big of a deal. You can play turn 3. Yeah, it feels good. Hello, that's so that's the idea of not playing the 13 or the 14 that are normally recommended. And you also have the drum. I think we're mostly okay. Maybe a way to mitigate this would be to play Jan Orderborn instead of Paladino, but Paladino was really powerful with, also the Shadow Spire with Avast. It's just a great, great card, I think. So playing 1 is fine. I 5 with this list with 22 lands, so just having the Power Depot should make it even better. The rest is like 4 steerings. I talked about 2 jars only. I don't feel they're that good positions. Yeah, still, I haven't really played since that leak, so I don't know. We're gonna try it. I'm just gonna explain that. So 4 steerings for scales is pretty standard. For Warcraft, as I said, 2 Ozolis only, because again, I want to have space for 1 Pithing Needle main deck. I think the Pithing Needle main deck is kind of one of the best answers to the One Ring, because you can cast it preemptively, and you stop your opponent's main way of catching up in the game. Then he has also different uses against Yakmos, against Asmo decks, even against Hammer decks. It's pretty good. And then only 15 2-drops, which I feel is still a lot of 2-drops, but all the basic skills to the scale. Ballista Hangover, Publisher, and 3 Ozolis, which cycle, so it's okay to play 3. I could definitely play 2 and play, for example, a 3rd Ozolis or play a 3rd Jar, or there's options there. But I think that the 3 Ozolis is fine in the beginning. Then it goes to the Sideboard. Let's start with the easy ones. Orbers are just for creativity, for Icon of Cruelty, basically. Then playing 2 Forces of Vigor. Having the Ozolis allows you to actually allows you to play Forces of Vigor because you have just enough green cards to support it. And this allows you to basically have a better Titan matchup specifically, but also it's just better card. It's just Forces of Vigor is just better card next claim because it can be free, but if you hardcast it, it's a 2-for-1, so it's kind of strong. And against Titan is one of the ways to win. If you spec a lot of Titan in your meta, you should play probably 3 Forces of Vigor. Or 4. Really. I mean, I don't think the card is bad at all. So you should probably play as many. I'm not playing more because I don't find Titan that often online, and neither in my LGS. So I think 2 is fine. But if you see a lot of Titan, you should play 4. The music keeping is basically I was off this card for a long time, but now, thank you. Something happened. Fate 6 will follow. Thank you very much. So the music safekeeping, I don't have one Sphinx. I'm sorry. I will have to be back and forth. Allows you to basically fight Solitude, which is pretty popular right now, and Leyline Binding. 2 of the card skills that Station had issues with. And just for 1 mana, you can counter it. It's pretty strong. There's just some life, decent against burn. Since we're not playing Shadow Spear, maybe we need that a bit more help there. Then 2 Chalices of the Void and a Void Mirror for Cascade matchups, and so are the Solar Jailers. And the reason I'm playing this split is Chalice is the best hate for Cascade, but you do want, in my opinion, the third. You would rather have the first Void Mirror rather than the 3rd Chalice, because you're gonna cast a Chalice into a Chalice, but you can cast a Void Mirror into a Chalice. And Void Mirror also doubles as hate for Tron. And sometimes for Affinity, I've played it, against Affinity, and it really can wreck them. If you played turn 2, and they haven't played their 0-drops, you can really destroy them, because then you just don't have colored mana a lot of times. Sludge Drill is also good against Yakmos, that's why it's heavy here, and it's also good against Stretch. Second Pithing Needle, as Service was saying, and Pithing Needle I think is very good right now, so I'm going to try a second one. I'm not sure if it's great. This could be a Relic Opportunities. Maybe that would give us a better matchup spread. This is very good against Living End, but Relic Opportunities is not exactly kind of good against Living End. It's not great. Cage against specifically Yagmas, but also a lot of other graveyard decks, or Glimpse of Tomorrow and Elves and all this stuff. I have this philosophy. I'd rather play a very powerful Sideboard card that comes in very few times, and it actually wins me the game, compared to a more broad card that I always bring in and never does anything. And then Gemstone Caverns, you're on the draw, you're winging 1 a lot, and then you can get 2 Gemstone Caverns, and then you can basically try to cheese out game 2, right, by playing a turn 1 Saga or turn or whatever. And also fixes your mana, so it's kind of good. And then Phyrex Metamorph, this is what I cut the Relic for. This card is basically has 2 reasons to be here. One is of course you can copy your own stuff, which is fine, but Most of the time, you just copy your opponent's stuff. So normally your opponent's Furies, Solitudes, Elvish Norns, and this is against 4 colors specifically. Against Scam, you can copy their Furies mostly, and against and this is very important, I think, you can copy the ring. And when you copy the ring, it also comes in as the ring, so you actually get the protection for the turn. And let's say the theory here is, let's say we're even against a let's say we're winning against a ring opponent. They tap out for the ring. Then at that point, if they're able to defend, they're getting so many cards. They're getting exponential cards, right? Like 1, 2, 3. Well, I think it's linear, but you know what I mean. Like you're getting exponential card advantage. Let's say you draw 1 card, they draw 4 or 5 in 1 turn. So you won. So basically, at that point, if you don't kill them, they get like, a lot ahead of you, and then you lose the game. So if you can copy the ring at that spot, let's say they tap out for the ring, then you copy it in your turn, you're able to keep up with those cards, and then basically you can get to win. You can get to beat them through drawing a million cards and casting all your very cheap spells, and you have a painless mana base, and you're the one putting pressure on them, so they normally will be the ones that have to, keep answering your threats, and you can just keep getting threats and detection. That is the theory. I have no idea if it's going to work, but it's kind of cool to copy your opponent's ring, so we're gonna try it. So let's run this through a leak. I'm sure I'll have time to finish the leak. Let's not make it a friendly leak. I don't like friends. I'm gonna do this like real quick, I promise. So I'm gonna do this here. I hope the sound is okay. I'm not using a mic. My mic is broken. I need to buy a new one. It's just a lot of things going on. I now remember. It's so easy, right? You just go to a shop and get it, but I haven't done it. We're just gonna match. Playing against I Unclean MTG. I think I played against this player before. This hand is good. I mean, double Ravager, Ingmas, Scales, Steering. I mean, this hand is just very good. So, I mean, if anybody has a doubt of how good this hand is, just let me check 1 second how good this. You can see this. Okay, you can see it's fine. Well, maybe spread this a bit. Yeah, that's actually not. I don't think it's worth it. Anyhow, so we're gonna keep this hand for sure. Opponent keep 7 as well. Oh, multi 6. No companion was revealed, so it can be really anything. But it's gonna start with Scales. Some people may have the argument of holding the Scales for later, blah blah. That's really your best turn 1 play. So you really wanna. This could be like hammer time, I guess, or something weird of round 1 magic. Alright, we're playing against the Grief Ephemerate deck. They exactly shoulder it. I guess they also have Ephemerate. Sure. I'll take Ravager. I guess we'll take both Ravagers. So we will try to. Oh, what? Okay, they don't have Ephemerate. Alright, so they have a 4-3. No, 3-2 only. So the other Ravager, sure. We're gonna try the strings for a Saga here. That's not really the strategy. Oh. I mean, they're not going to. Let's say they're not going to. Playing this about just gives them an opening to remove it. So I think I'm gonna play the Gauzelis here. And then we're gonna Steerings next turn. It's like if we draw 2 drop, we can Steerings for all and play 2 drop. Pretty good. Our opponent's at 15, right? So they actually took a lot of damage for this. It's a lot of Scales. We're gonna hold up for that one in a second. I'm gonna play Scales here, Steerings here. Hangover Walker. Also plays from the second in mass. I mean, not like none of this is like super great actually. It could be worth getting the Krakow pathway, playing Zavas, and if they try, oh, okay, all right. Opponent was too tired of our tanking. My guess is that he's a Pro Tour qualified person. They really wanted to. They were 2-2, so they were like, it's not worth his weight. Sometimes, but it's just is too strong. But I guess my thinking process was here to get the Kraken pathway, play Zavas, then there's a 3-3 Zavas, right? Then if they try to kill it, I don't know if it will work. I don't know. There's a bit weird situation there. Also, I've played the Ozolis and then play Scales. play Scales of Us and then turn after. Then if they remove those of us, we just kill them with Moss pretty easily, right? Because we'll get million counters on it. I don't know. Whatever. We didn't have to think much through it. Sometimes this happens. But not the greatest content, but we do get to pay. And I think their deck is super bad, so that's why they were like off it. It's basically this hand. It's actually very bad. I think this hand. I mean, it has drum. Well, I have companions, so maybe that helps us. That Giganta. That means either Tron. Oh shit, I didn't update the deck list. Will you give me a second? Fuck. Can you leave without the deck list being updated? Right. Just let me update the deck list real quick. Why is it not working? Right. Alright, you got it. Hey, low hoist. Now you should get the deck list. So this hand, I mean, right, I'll keep it. Because this could be Tron. We can actually generate relatively fast clock here. Like, top decking a Ravager means it's actually lethal on turn 4. I mean, that's slow. You can play Drum, Ballistas of Us, Workers of Us. Yeah, we can have a lot. I wish this was like, I wish the Amos Nexus was actually a Saga. Obviously. Shadow's popular right now too. So it could be Shadow, you're right. You might, you're right. How are you doing, man? Shadow's pretty popular, I guess. So it could be that we just want to keep any hand. It's a classic Shadow strategy. Just let them touches you and then kill them anyway. So yeah, definitely this version is not as good against Shadow as the other version, as the Patchwork version. But I don't know. My opponent's really tanking about their upkeep. So maybe they are. Yeah, it's like if we mulligan to 6, let's say we keep a medium hand, they tosses us away. Whatever. Let's say we keep a hand that hangs on a scales to be good. And then your opponent just plays like Thoughts's Ledger Shredder or whatever like that. You may be in trouble. By the way, super happy to see you play since my list is very similar to yours. They're going to play in the last month and I'm going to Elements Bologna, so you're kind of testing for me. Awesome, man. I wish I could go to Bologna. I was about to go, but too many things going on at the moment. So for me, yeah, I'm not gonna be going. Probably the next big tournament I'm gonna be playing is gonna be Malmo. It's like in Sweden. There's gonna be these like Nordic championships in September. Nothing, they don't qualify for anything, but I'll ask my friend if you see. But it look pretty cool. It's going okay. So it look pretty cool. The Nordic championships is gonna be. Let's see if I can find them. Nordic championships. Some sort of like something like this. Oh no, this is arena. This is the one. Oh, okay, this is like an old version, but something like this. So it's a Palote Delta, so we could be. Oh. Opponent double bubbles, classic DRC start. So yeah, I hope I can it's a Corplossum Forest. I mean, it would be super cool if this was the actual. I can just play this, right? Like not showing any other information. Go. I actually just play Workers of Us here. Sure, I'll probably take a Ballista. opponent goes to 13. They attack us for 1. Cool. So we're gonna play the Ingmas now. Guess we can play as a Bass. Doesn't really matter. We play the Bass first. My opponent kills it with this guy on the stack. We just activate the Ingmas. Put the counters there. We have another Zavas. I mean, we could do something next turn, like they tap out. We can actually, get some work here. Hola, to Navins. It's going good in general. I mean, I've been busy, new work. I've been lying now on paternity leave. Okay. My opponent balls my worker. So anyway, but it's been okay. So they did not put the card on top. What did they? They left the card on top. They put it. Alright. So I mean, they have double. They have 2 more removal spells to kill the Ingmas, then we are in trouble. But that's what it is sometimes with this matchup. But in general, it's going alright. Like I guess killing the worker means we kind of make this guy fly for. I don't know. That's really worth. Shadow number 1. It's not the greatest draw. So I can put 2 counters on an Ingmas, give them for 3 poison. And then next turn, sack this guy, put 3 more counters on an Ingmas, hit them for 6, 9, 10 actually, right? Because it will be, that seems there will be no 2 removal spells. Seems a bit ambitious. Seems a bit ambitious to not expect 2 removal spells from my opponent. But maybe that's alright. That's what we should do. Like, if we attack with both Ingmas next turn, so we need to activate, sack. That's alright. That's enough. We have enough. Then there will be a 3 poison. Then we'll give them 2 more poison plus 3. So it'll be 3, 4, 5, and 2, 3, 8. No, that's not lethal. So what about if I put this guy? So we 4 counters, so we 5, 5, and that's 2 turn clock. Maybe that's the way to go. They have 2 cards in hand. They got a main deck dress down. Yeah, they could have a lot of things, man. I'm not sure, like, if waiting gives me more outs. Yeah, if they have it all, so be it, So they have it all. Like, if they have a removal spell for the Ingmas, that's just life. And if they don't have it, then we're in good spot. And we win. I have it. I can just concede, I think, this game. Yeah, they have thoughts in the graveyard. I mean, I can try. Who knows? Sometimes we can do crazy things. They only have 1 card in hand. But I mean, they were never gonna tap out of this round, right? And they would just kill us eventually. They also have Espresso iteration. This login pretty tough. I don't have Relic, which is actually very good against Shadow. Maybe I should have Relic. I cut the Relic for no reason. Well, I did have a reason, but they put a Drano card on top. I can't imagine it not being a removal spell. So the Thoughtsys. Of all the cards, they should have waited. But anyway, they would have just... They would not have to out here. They go to 9. Then we're just gonna block the shadow and put a counter to Enigmas. Yeah, we can still draw Ravager or something like that. Maybe I should have done it, you know, with the other guy. That would have been better. Wolala is another guy from Hardened Scales is called. Hello there. I'm that guy indeed. Alright, so we're just gonna do the thing. We just keep blocking with our workers. We're gonna tag with this Enigmas. I mean, the clock is relatively slow, but who knows? How many removal spells they have, right? Shredder. That really sucks. Bowel. And I don't have this member either. This is not looking so good. I didn't really, you know, plan for this matchup, if you ask me. I was not like thinking, and I know it did well, so probably everybody's gonna play it because this is like everyone's favorite deck. But yeah, maybe I should have at least the early opportunities in my sideboards. But you know, magic is fun. You probably like thoughts, I mean, like, you know. Let's see. Anyway. Also only through 3 line. I mean, no one DRC does this thing to you, right? You just dump these land drops. Like ever. Is like a block plus welding jar. Could attack 5 counters. Is it lethal next turn? 7, 9. So you have 2 spells on that. If I draw a Ravager, sack. So sack to 2, 3, 3. You know what, guys? There's no need to like, you know, make this longer than it should. We're gonna lose again. All right, so let's see what we have for sideboard here. Yeah, anything killed. Like so many things kill me that you know there was not really a reason to play other thing. Every card in the deck kills me. So Chalice is not good. Boy Mirror is not good. I have really nothing for this matchup. We could have second pitting nil for EE, but I think that's a bit too much. I like the time. I think I like the Tamillos. I think I'm gonna cut one of these guys, and I got one worker, I guess. All right. I mean, obviously, like relic opportunities would be good here. We also get the hand that you know was good and strong. For example, okay, now we have a saga, but of course we're post board now. Anyway, we're keeping this hand. I'm probably gonna play like Ozolys of Us here next turn if I get to. Just because it's really bad against engineer explosives on 1. But what isn't really? I mean, yeah, sure. Maybe they take the Ozolys actually. Take 1 Ravager. Could very well be that they have 2 Ravagers. Another question is Ozolys the last. I mean, that player Ravager just kind of dies, right? So this way, actually, we have almost bleed this turn. They play something stupid. And we can find with Saga an answer to the E if they have it. Like, what could they do that it's like losing them the game? Specific iteration here. All right. Could also play Hidetsugu maybe in the sideboard. I mean, this is a matchup you really want to win game 1. Drunk and hit Ravager. No, that's very good. Right. They do that thing. Now I can, but now they don't have the, you know, there's a shadow. Grow the One Willows. Grove on the top. Grove. No groove. So here we can either cast our spells as an option, or make a construct. I think casting my spells is kind of interesting. Or interested. I'm interested in. I think I'll put it here just because this way it plays around bolt. And they're most likely to try to kill this, so then we can put even more counters on this guy. Then we can make, like, if they tap out, we could make a construct, get a drum, make use of us fly, and win the game. The filigree silex. Okay, that's only actually killing 0 drops at the moment. All right. And we can actually needle it. I think, though, I can win here. Guys, I'm going to be cheeky here. So I'm going to tap this one. Because we could also make a construct with this one, right? If they don't fetch, I'm going to needle the fetch one. All right. Hey, yo. Yep, we won. It doesn't really matter. Yep. We got him. Cool. All right, that was cheeky. The cheeky play. I mean, that's what it is, you know. They're not fetching for a reason, because they want the ability to grow their shadow as they want. They also have bubbles. You know, there's a reason they're not fetching. It's not that they're just forgetting. It's not that I'm not getting them when they're F6. Right? They also want to know, should I get a red source? Should I get a blue source? Right? I mean, there's a reason they're not doing it, right? So I think that deck list. One needle is okay. I think the second needle, that's what I was thinking of cutting the second needle, actually. Second needle seems kind of a waste in a lot of matchups. So this could actually be a relic. Maybe next time. Alright. Oh shit, I didn't put the gemstone currents. But maybe this matchup is not even worth it to have the gemstone currents. Alright, this hand is good. I keep 7. Maybe this matchup is not even worth it to have like gemstone currents, you know what I mean? DRC. Because you'd rather have a green source than a colorless land. And you're almost for sure not gonna like, if you take any mulligan, you discard like a horrible top decks. At least what saves you can hit a, you know, one of those cards. So they have no basics left, like one may. I don't know, probably taking the Ravager here. I guess I'm gonna play Hangavak into Scales Hangavak. Here's for 1. I think it's not worth it to play the drum. It's worth it to play the drum next turn, actually. Especially with draw hand. They didn't kill this, so we probably don't have a removal spell. Fetch. Shock. Iteration on turn 3. Puts a Blossom in the graveyard. Sure. They exile bubble. They bubble. They put a Shredder on top. Still no Delirium. Ah, they do have Delirium. So they Delirious us. That's fine. They shock this. They got a Spell Pierce here, yes. Or Unholy Hit. Scales, drums of us. So maybe they have spell pierce. They'll take the scales. Then can play drums of us. Also play drum first, they spell pierce, they play steerings. Play a land. That's also nice. Yeah, let's play drum first. Now this they have a spell pierce. Right. That's expected, sort of. So, but I care more about the drum than about the. Here, there's actually an option to play steering to the land and then get the. I can't play the land, and I kind of want to, especially because there's so many lands I could find that are good. Says we get another ring moss. Alright, they open. I mean, they can really do a lot of stuff here with like dress down and removals. I think this is fine. Could also just put a counter on the Hangaback when the spell appears. No, they couldn't. Alright, they drown my pass. Guess they'll also kill these. Oh no. Okay. The 5/5, dude. As long as we don't have ways to sacrifice it now, but we put 5 cards that were like relatively bad at the bottom, so it was Seiju. Should we see if this guy resolves? It does resolve. I think I'm attacking here. Putting the pressure back on them. Six, fetch land. This is lethal next turn. Right, so they have untap. There's a holy hit in the graveyard for some reason. What were they looking for? I guess they have removal plus the filigree silex. Right, we take 3. The Shogunin. This must be a shadow, right? Shadow. Okay. Second DRC. I think I could. They only put like 2. Let me see the deck list at 1. Oops. Sorry. Where was the deck list they won? This one, right? Notorious. So they play 2 Anti-Graves to Steam Bands, 2 Block Crypts. And they play Basic Storm, Basic Mountain, but they do not play they play Breach. Ooh. So actually they play Basic Storm, Basic Mountain, but they do not play Basic Island. So I can actually get them off down in the lock here. It's got a Lightning Bolt. So, did they actually play Breach? Oh, they do play 2 Breaches. So maybe they just try to kill me next turn with the Breaches. But I think that the Bossageing this is kind of an interesting play. I think I'll do it. Like they will not have blue mana up. So they have 2 Steam Bands, 2 Watery Graves, 2 Block Riffs. Also 3 life. Right. So I think I will attack with this guy. The jump there. I think I'm not going to do anything else. Just gonna block with Igmas Nexuses. They could have Underwall Breach, Bolt, for example. They have a Bolt, right? A 14 cards in the graveyard. So I think it's worth it to block both of these. Can they, like, they have Breach, they can triple Bolt me, and then I don't die, right? So it's very important. It's actually important to double block here. If we don't block both of them, they can breach and kill us. But like this, it's like better. Shredder. So I guess I die this turn anyway. So I can attack with both, put them to 1. So, this is just a ass. Oh, dang. Betrayed by the worker. So I guess the only thing we can really do is attack, right? Make them chomp. And hope they don't have the breach. And we're going to attack with this guy too. I mean, they may not have a breach, who knows? Alright, if they have breach with that, they are 1 life. The 3 attackers next turn. We don't die to bolt, we die to double bolt. Yeah. Oh wow, they drowned the lock. Actually, so I mean, I guess they could have drowned and removed. Put a spell in the graveyard very quickly. This is what they're thinking about. Deer's in the graveyard. Alright, so they top deck. If they top deck a breach, we die. If not, we win. Expressive iteration. Okay, I can still find double bolt, I guess. I don't know how many bolts they run. How many bolts they run? 3 bolts. And they have 1 in the rear, so they need to find the like leftover 2 bolts. They have 5 looks. And then breach doesn't kill us. This is a very close game. These games against Shadow, they're always like this. There's always super close games. Down to the wire games. No, they don't have another mountain. They play mountain. Like, yeah, they have a swamp though. But no, actually they don't have a swamp. They cannot tap their lands. They are 1 life. So even if they have breach land, like only a basic. This was Sage play actually won us the game because it doesn't allow them to kill us here in any way. And he actually dodged the drown in the loch from before. So yeah, I only have 2 red. Yeah, there's no way they don't have any other land that taps for mana. This is for sure the deck list. They have 2 basics. They have 6 shock lands. They don't have any other. One of the basics in the graveyard. One of the basics is in play. So breach doesn't kill. Only double bolt kill us here. Like they need to find bolt of the DRCs. And then we have 2 attackers that are lethal next turn. So they need to find either 2 blockers. That's an option. or they need to find 2 blockers or the bolt or like the auto removal. Like Dresden, I guess they can Dresden and then chomp with the DRCs and then try to find the underworld breaches. They put underworld breach in the graveyard, so holy fuck, we dodged it. There was like 1 card below. So they exiled what? They exiled a breach. Surveil. I guess they can breach to the they have a bubble, right? So they can breach so these guys don't have to attack. That's interesting. They don't have a bubble. So they can breach and get themselves out of delirium. Yeah, they can breach into not having delirium. I guess then Walking Ballista wins the game. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the Emos did the actual job. Holy fuck. You're right. Agamani. What a game, man. This game is so insane. What can they do? They can hold, they can, like, if they get themselves out of delirium by casting the bubble many times, the DRCs die and then we win. So I'm not sure what they can do. Yeah, but they don't get to. If those DRCs become 1/1s, they die. Wow, man, what a game! Like everything actually in this game came up down to the wire. Like actually, because if not, we would have lost for sure. Like if we didn't Boseiju there and they found our mountain, we would have died. If we didn't attack with this Hangava, we would have died. I guess they can play a shadow here, but that doesn't matter. They've played a land. There's no land that can play that does anything. So they can do this as many times as they want, but they will not do anything. They play Ceremonious Rejection? Boy. I didn't know that. This isn't here. No. Why would you play Ceremonious Rejection? Aren't they kind of favored against Tron already? They go like, don't want Ragavan, Thoughtseize. I really don't know what they can do here. The One Ring? I guess the One Ring, yeah. You're right. So, guys, I think this Pithing Needle almost for sure needs to become a Relic of Progenitus if this deck is popular, because Relic is one of the best cards against this deck. Yeah, I know. Freaking Ring. That's why I have 2 Needles. You're also playing Ledger Shredder? Yeah, I know. I'm not playing Ledger Shredder here, right? Here they were playing Bowmasters. Shredder looked okay. Actually, Bowmasters would have been better because they would have pinged me and he could have made 2 blockers. They play a Shadow and they die. Like, I really don't know what they can do. I'm pretty sure they're trying to get themselves out of Delirium, and then they will find out that Inmost Nexus is a powerful magic card. I guess they just took this deck list and then they changed the cards they like for other cards they don't like. So yeah, they're just gonna probably take out these and the creature, and then the moment they cast this, if they exile this, and sorry, they exile this and this, then it dies. Yep. That was the line, opponent. If you didn't have the minus counters. Like they do get to. This card is so crazy. Yeah, that one is so great. Is so good. I've been playing a lot of Morktide. I mean, it's a really fun deck, by the way. And the rest one is just such a fun card. It just does so many things. I'm really wondering what they're up to. Like they will draw a lot of cards. Storm 9, Storm 10. They'll draw what? 9 cards? How crazy is Underworld Breach? But yeah, I really want to play it. So this Needle, I'm pretty sure should be just a Should be just a relic. I'm just gonna do it now just for reference, so we don't forget. It is card, you know, relic is very good against shadow, and if shadow is popular and living end is popular, then the relic is worth it. I don't think the relic is very good against Morgtide though. I'm fine against Morgtide. You are kind of playing a losing game. You're relicking, but against this, it both stops the rounds and the thing is here. They kind of fetch. Yeah, Metamorph looks really good. It's also good against creativity. It's good against elementals because you can copy the Furies as well. You can copy their Lelouch Norns. And you can copy all sorts of stuff. Like they draw 7 cards. I just don't know what they are planning. I was gonna attack. They're 1 life. Alright. Alright. We won. Cool. So definitely we want a relic. But Metamorph is really interesting. It's good against creativity. It's good against Rink. It's good against Elemental. It's good against Scam. Maybe we should play 2. Our Ring now, yeah. I never copied the Ring, but I was saying that, you know, normally when they cast the Ring, you're very ahead. And then they fog you for a turn, and then they draw 3 cards, right? So then they start, you know, you're ahead, and then all of a sudden you're even. And if they live for 2 more turns, they're super ahead because they draw like 6 cards. When they tap out for the Ring, you copy the Ring, and you can keep up with the card advantage, so just drawing more and more cards. You can make it so you can just keep casting more and more spells and basically overwhelm them because you are the one that was, you know, ahead in the first place. All right, so wow, this hand is not a keep, guys. 3 strings isn't green over you one. Are we on the draw? I mean, I can put back Enigma's Nexus. I'll keep this hand, why not? So put back Enigma's. Done. Play this. Okay. Exile. This guy. It's a bit risky, but whatever. Yeah, Ballista killing people on the up. Oh, it's Living End. Well. Right, we're playing as Living End. Sure, I mean, whatever. They take this Devas. We're just gonna play the Ravager turn 2. It's fine, you know, like, it's fine. It's what it is, you know, like that's Living End for you, you know. Like they at least they had to exile a real card, not a Living End. You know, we draw Nautilus, for example, and we're in good shape here, so. And we have Ravager's Devas, which is some of the best cards in the matchup. And they sometimes miss lineups. What? Fury? Okay, that's pretty real, actually. Alright, well, I mean, again, doesn't change match. We're just gonna get them both back. We just need to find an Nautilus or a Scales or whatever. Sure. So we're just gonna play these. Doesn't do a lot, but they're actually missing lineup, so. Yeah, they Fury them, but then whatever they target, you know, we have a Power Depot. Or we have a Power Depot, right? So it should be okay. This guy is very good. I would just eat things and get happy. Should I Ingmas them like poison? So let's see. I get these 2 guys back. They will be 3/3, right? 2/2, 4/4. So, like, I will lead this guy on the Ravager to be 2/2, 4/4, 5/5, 6/6. So 7. So this way 6/6 puts here 7. So if I put 1 more and then any worker or whatever actually kills them. So let's just do that. So the reason I'm doing this is because if I draw a worker as the boss the moment they're living end me, like let's say they're living end me next turn, I actually get to kill them. right? I think the math checks out. Like by pinging them once now, a worker or a Zabas kills them next turn. All right, they are fetching, tapping, for cycling. Brain pool. And pass. That's a good draw. Should I use a green source? Probably. So again, Ingmas and put a counter, right? Actually cannot put a counter. Correct? Can't put a counter. We can put a counter here. I was definitely casting this because that means it's lethal. And they still, I mean, need to have a living end next turn. So oh, the end has reach. Oh. It's true. It has reach. It's so brutal, man. This end is so brutal. This end is just made this matchup so much more complicated. Can't believe it. I mean, okay, we can still draw Ballista. You know, kill them with a Ballista. They maybe don't have it. No, that's the thing. Sometimes people don't have it. And we can still force them to like block the Ingmas. 5-7 though. Like what I mean, like we can force them to chomp. I don't know if that's worth it though. But... yeah, you're right. I just play the green source, so I have 2 greens, 2 reds. Power Depot, I consider it will die. Yeah, I know. Power Depot can also cast. They also just cannot. They grieve again. Exhaling a street raid. Is it really worth it? I guess it has manas. Right. If this guy resolves and they try to living end, I think they're dead. Right, because suck, that's lethal. So they need to buy on outburst right now. If they let these resolves, they're dead. When they buy on outburst, we just kill them. So do you even put a counter on the thing? Depot does not cast scales, but it does win games. So, you know, it's all a choice. Makes no difference to put the counter or not, actually. It's lethal anyway. If they buy an outburst. Just thinking if there's a reason to do it. Probably no reason to do it. Probably shut out the Power Depot. So. Yeah, I could actually put a counter on the depot. It's probably not the worst idea. Just basically they're dead if they... Yeah, it's just better if they... I guess there's no reason to not do it, I guess, so... Yeah. There's really no reason not to do it. So if they buy an outburst, they're dead. like if I don't do, I mean, I'm not gonna be attacking with Ingmons anyway this turn because I have the reach guy. All right. Check and cascade. Just wanted to see what they have. So they also play the Oliphant. Right. So we here what we do is we activate Ingmons Nexus. Sack it. We sack this guy. So, you know, Llanowar Reborn doesn't do this, you know. Llanowar Reborn does not. This. They should have let this resolve. All right, we won. Dude, this matchup is crazy. That's cool, it is. Just gotta give them a smile, man. When they go like, hey, that's cool, dude. You just have to give them a smile. All right. In this matchup, these cards are good. Needle. It's a fun matchup, it is actually. Limbo Seiju can go, Needle can go. I think I've been cutting one of these guys in the Iguanas again. Yeah, Scales plays 1-drops now. Yeah, I know they play FOV, yeah. But that's, you know, they're a green deck, they're gonna play FOV, that's alright. To accept our predicament that they're gonna play FOV. See what to have Tamio. Just don't bet. It's just, I think on the draw steering is way too slow actually for this matchup. Because even though you can get a hate piece, you cannot deploy. Can't deploy it. And to me, you can protect the hate pieces. I think that's better actually. Just think about this. Would you do this or would you keep the steering? Just think it's too crappy. You know. I don't know. We can. Do you guys keep the steerings in this matchup? Maybe to me is just a trap. Maybe I could kind of work early with steerings. I'll actually do that. This is the most random sideboarding, but whatever. A ballista can also be cut actually. The new legendary bad relic sounds awful. I really like the. I think I'll get this hand. I think I should just play a relic. Like, should just play a relic and that's it. You know, no need to make it like a bigger deal than it is. Just play a relic. Alright, so it's gonna sadly not have a red source here. Oh shit! No. Why did I do this? Why did I play fucking Thoughts? Okay. Sorry, I'm just distracted. That was my bad. Alright. You guys happens. It happens sometimes. You just. I see that I put it on YouTube, yeah. Alright, guys, that was a mistake. You're supposed to play the scales first, not your creatures first. You know. I guess. Oh, not so bad, actually. So fucking bad. So they got a speeding pool and they played Eastern Forest. That's so bad, guys. I cannot tell you how bad this was to not play the skills here. Okay. My opponent really likes the Freaking Furies. I wonder if I just let it go. Let it go, keep my welding jar. I think so. I'm gonna keep the play scales, plays the last next turn. And then his Avast dies, it's fine. That's not like the best either. Hello, Death Wish. How are you? Don't get it. Alright. This would have been a lot nicer if we had like double. So I guess my opponent cycles and plays a. Dude, this guy is so good. This guy is just so broken. I get it, man. It's good, man. We're 2-0. We beat Shadow, and well, a guy just scooped to us because he was sad. It was sad that I was taking time to think. They're gonna bring pull us here. I mean, Shadow's Vision, just like that. Not Foundation Breaker. I guess I'll go after the scales. Alright, guys. Challenge of the Void? Void Mirror? Or another Ink Mouse Nexus. That's all working. Right, we're gonna start by attacking my opponent. I could cycle these, but honestly, promise me, honestly, things are complicated. Yeah, just yeah. I mean, they definitely didn't think they made this set for modern, but they didn't think about the modern implications. Now they got Force of Vigor or Shadow's Vision. 36 cards. What the fuck? You can see the whole deck. They still have Force of Negation in. They have one Force of Vigor in here. A Fury. Right. So not much to do here. Just accept the living end. They get to make a food. They get to Furios us. We get the modeler first though. So fuck you, Fury. So Fury doesn't do anything. This guy makes a thing. This guy deals 4 damage. Sure. This guy tries to kill this. We go like, nope. It's mine. My thing. I really want to have a red source, guys. There were 2 fobs in here. Let's see. 1, 2. So they only play 2, I think. So they don't have any in hand. Good to know. Alright, we can cycle this. We'll cycle it end of turn, right? I mean, cycling first, does it do anything for us? I guess not. I mean, I guess yes. We can cycle and cast something, so let's do that. Maybe when I get a Saga, so maybe I'll just cycle with these guys. Alright. Not the greatest. Alright. Red Source, Another's of Us, Ravager. This is the attack with this guy. We got a Tawarra here. Alright, they just cycle for land. Stevens. Don't attack. Okay. Well, that's a red source, my friends. Do we go for it? What can they have? They can have Boseiju. Basically, they can have Boseiju. That's the card they can have. Was there a Boseiju here? No. But if they have Boseiju, you know what I mean? Like, They have 2 cards in hand. No, they don't have off because, well, they could have it, but they didn't have it in hand. I think we YOLO here. Like, they could have, the only card that actually gets them out of this is Foseju. Because, or I guess they could hardcast a petty theft guy. Ah, maybe it's right. Maybe they don't even play Boseiju. Cool. Actually, let's have a look. Sorry, guys. Let me just have a quick look at the list of living end. They do not play Boseiju. Okay, so then there's nothing they can have. I think only Brazen Borrower. But if they Brazen Borrower, they also kind of really bounce our Ingmas Nexus because Brazen Borrower says non-land. So let's go. The Gozzel is so good. Okay. I mean, we just go. If they have it, they have it, you know? They have a Boseiju for this. It's fine. Yeah, exactly. So we still have game 3. This shouldn't really change your decisions here. But in reality, it's like, okay, there's only like one card I can have, which is Boseiju, right? And I don't have it. And they don't probably even play it. Sure, cool. Easy. I'm so glad I have this Caplus on 4. This Caplus on 4 used to be another colorless land, another non-red land. Dude, the cycling on the Gozzel got us there. Freaking cycling got us the red source in time. Also, Tawara doesn't do it, right? Because Tawara cannot bounce lands. Can they bounce lands with the Tawara? Discard. Dark artifact creature, Chapman or Planeswalker. Oh yeah, they can. Yeah, Outburst was an out. Yeah, but if they outburst us, we still get another of us. They have a left. We are left with an Oliphant, and we still have a Blinkmouse Nexus. So, you know, like, oh fuck, I couldn't. Basically, they only would have like this Oliphant, and I would have a huge Blinkmouse Nexus too. So, we'll be alright. Okay, this hand is not super exciting, but it has an enabler. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this hand just kind of stinks, you know? Yeah, others was an out, so I should play around it somehow. But there's no playing around it, so. Yeah, I would have a 10-10B, you know, and a Blinkmouse Nexus, and a Gozzel is still in play, or 11-11B, so it would have been okay. I'm not sure, man. This is a bad. Just this hand is just so weak. Throw an other storm to Alista. What? A much better hand. I'm gonna put back the drum. Just play double scales. We could, in theory, keep the drum, but I would rather keep the double scales, I think. I think I want to have the double scales just really strong. Depending on the matchup, we'll play like a 3-3 worker on turn 2. That blocks everything. I won last week's FNM with Hardened Scales splashing black for Thing Death. Got to play it twice. Felt really good. Thing Death. So you get to undying your creatures. That's pretty cool. I never tried that. There's a few cool black cards actually. Let me see. I have a version here somewhere. Alright, well, I don't remember the names, but yeah, here. Like, Some of these cards from the Brothers War are kind of cool. I cannot find them now, but you know. Botanical Phantom, go. Are we playing against the Mighty? Either go Scales. I think I'm gonna go Scales Worker. It's probably down. Down in Igorad, yeah, that's the card. I'll play the Worker here. I was playing the Valista, man, that I win next turn if I draw Ravager, so maybe I should have done that. What? Is this like a Neo brand? I mean, this, if we draw a hand, is almost lethal to put in the contest here, right? What's going on, opponent? Yes, Patchwork felt a bit slow. Have you seen these matchups, right? I mean, they're just like they're just not about Patchwork at all. Like maybe the Shadow one was, but still, bigger waves. So but Shadow's in. I'm pretty sure they're looking for a hand here, right? This is like traditional living end without the land cyclers. Like if we draw a land, guys. Yeah, Needle stops Asmo and Yakmos as well, which they've been somewhat popular. So, all right. I mean, I'm guessing I'm gonna ping the Worker, right? Get the something happened. Sorry, you guys are here. I think I'll follow Petatoriol. Oh fuck, Force of Negation. Okay. I mean, I'll gladly block here until I count as an much. Alright. Roger wins the game next turn. Obviously, Needle's not very good in his living end. You can stop the cyclers though. I put 3, 5 counters here. So we take. Okay, it's in the Biome Burst. The water. Okay. Dude, the water is so fucked up. Wish I had kept at least a hand and played the Lazarus instead. Maybe not. Leaving end, people. Leaving end. Alright, same as before. We're gonna do the same exact sideboarding. Yeah. I think that's the way, right? Yeah, I played the Gauntlet instead. They force it, then they do their thing. But I'm left without a worker. And I play my Ballista. I put 2 counters in, play 6/6. Oh, it was not a win. It's just gone for now. It will return, you know. It's a great card. It's not its time to shine, you know. It's like, it's fine. It's fine. Like, it's just I feel at the moment, worker gives me more oomph. So this boy is in the graveyard. It's in the deck somehow, but I don't want to mulligan for it because they also play a lot of like they also play a lot of like, you know, what's it called, like interaction plus board. So I'd rather not. Yeah, I'd rather not just mulligan to 5 and then get forced to bigger and be sad. I'd rather not be sad, guys. But yeah, it would be cool to draw Chalice of the Void or something for once. We have 5 pieces. Hello, Santek. You play? No, sadly, I'm not, that good. I played 2 RCQs and I top 4'd one and I got 9th on the other. And of course, I didn't go to the RC. So, right, so we're gonna go scales. Your worker. I'm gonna put counters here. Force of negation, boy. One was modern. I went to. No, I actually played another. I played 3 RCQs and I lost. The last one was a Pioneer, and I did lose my winning in. That also sucked. I'm guessing my opponent. I don't know exactly why it took so long to decide. I decided to do this right now and put a hangover first equals 2 next turn. But they get back a fun. This guy gives trample, and he has trample, so it's pretty rough actually. At least doesn't. I mean, Ravage is still an out. This is the reason I didn't want to mulligan to. I don't want to mulligan to like a hate piece because you want to play a lot of them basically, but you don't want to mulligan to them. Because my opponent had Foundation Breaker for the negation, right? Imagine I mulligan to 5, the first negation my Chalice, and then I'm like, oops. I guess I'm not winning this one. Yeah, I did play Grissom Fang in 1 RCQ, and I lost my winning into Goblins, and I lost round 1 to Mono Green Devotion. So I never really got to. Actually, that was for Lille, so I didn't get to play the RC, and therefore I'm not going to play in Barcelona. Which would have been a dream, you know. I'm from Barcelona, so it would be awesome to. Oh wow, missing land drops. They are missing land drops, people. My question is, what do we want to do? Because we could probably attack here and not care too much and just hold the Damir for later. That's what I'm gonna do, right? So this is. I mean, imagine we had a scales here. No, I think fast lands are a trap. But if you're playing 22 lands, it makes more sense. So the less lands you play, the better fast lands get, obviously. But I do feel that I think pathways have like almost the same upside. Like you could see these here, and they almost none of the downside, right? So this cycle. 2 Wakers of Waves is Waker of Waves is very brutal because our 1/1s are gonna be like total 0/0s. And they put an end to the graveyard. What's the best Spanish team, sorry? Spanish team? Of like football? If it's of Magic, I have no idea. Uh, it's something I've done a million times in my life. Like sometimes, So my plan here is to draw Roger, by the way. Sometimes you will just get a. Oh, they cannot. Oh shit, they will. They have to decide the targets before this actually. It's pretty funny. 201 though. Goodbye, this thing. So from football, I mean, I like Barcelona, obviously. Right on time, Sole Jailer, right on freaking time. So this is 6 counters. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do to win here. This thing even gets trampled to this. Them forcing our scales was pretty brutal. It was like almost no outs. And game one was also very brutal. So that's living end for you. Yeah, this draw was insane. Like this was turn 3, by the way. So they had no, they actually did miss a land drop, but it's just yeah. There was no outs here basically. I mean they forced and killed one of my scales. So there's really nothing to do. This guy combines super well with this guy, right? Because this is gives +2/+0 on trample for some reason. Yeah, this was a difficult one to win. But this is the reason you play workers, right? Like the spice works to 0 here. Maybe we should even play another hate piece. We definitely should have a relic in the deck, that's for sure. I don't think this is enough though. He maybe want another hate piece for it. Maybe this metamorph should just be like, I don't know, another void mirror. Let's just know what happens, right? If they have living end already, it's kind of bad. Should, mate. Yeah, but then it is. What do you cut? I guess you cut the workers. Suppose where you cut all the workers and needle and a Gozolis. I guess I'm gonna try that next time. So you just like steering storm 1, trying to find like a chalice or a void mirror. Yeah, maybe we just cut the Gozolis, you're right. Cut the 3 Gozolis. And they did win me a game on the previous match, so you may be right, you just cut these and the needle and a few workers. As for Ring, Archon, and Fury, we can copy Fury as well. This hand goes against everything the Hardened Scales Discord will tell you to keep, but I think this hand is a keep. Yeah. Even if it's a turn 1 Ragavan, we get to play a worker in front of it. That's the question is, do we want to put a worker in front of that? Or do we want to play Scales? I think I kind of value putting the worker. They'll ball. When I'm in next time we play Scales. We just the problem is that I'm afraid that if we play Scales, then next time they just counter whatever we cast, and we hit by the monkey 2 times. All right, that's all right. Yeah, copies of Furies. We put the worker in front. We could even delay this and play turn 3 and play skill steering next time. And then if they bolt it, we Welding Jar, and then next time we can play Scales. Man, this game would be so easy on the play. This game would be easy peasy on the play. Maybe it's just better to just play Scales and take the hit. Put a worker, blocks, dies. It's not amazing. It's an interesting choice here. Let me think for a bit. So they play probably like 7 removal spells, 5 counters. It's a very good choice here. Put a worker, we bolt it, I will jar it, and tap, play scales, pass the turn. It's also sort of slow. Hello, how's it? ¿Cómo estás? So debating whether to play the worker and block, or try to block, or play the scales and take the hit, and then get my next play countered. Alright, we're just gonna play the scales, I think. I'm gonna play the welding jar to play around Ledger Shredder. You know, let's bonite. I guess we just get hit here. Like normally you want to hold a welding jar for patchwork, but since we're not playing patchwork, we're just gonna do this thing like this. Yeah, I played some Mortar yesterday for fun. Mortar is fun, but you got to do this, right? You got to go turn 1, monkey, DRC. So I guess it's bad. This is really bad if my opponent has a counter spell. If not, we are in good shape because then we have Saga, we have all this stuff. They bubble themselves. They don't like the card. They get this. They could have Bloodmoon next turn. This smells of counterspell though. If they go counterspell into Bloodmoon, I guess we lose the game, but that's just accepting. You know, we need to accept life. But we have a forest, so whatever. Yeah, sure. Come on me, bro. Bloodmoon. Counterspell? Yep. Spells. Oh, consider. Sure. Do you play spells on their opponent? Alright. So we took the hit, but we are fine. We're alive. The death touch on the player death touch didn't hit us. So they did draw. They put a card on top. So must be some dress on me. Special iteration, perhaps. Sure, I'll hold the welding jar because I can block and you know. Like if I welding jar here, I get hit by the monkey again. That's tough. And we can just hold the welding jar. Like not sure. Block here for sure. Maybe here. Like what are they missing for Delirium? Creature or sorcery, I guess. It's the two things they're missing. I mean, this one goes for sure. I think this one too. Like, they can have Delirium. You know what I mean? Like, they could just cast a Consider. I think this is fine. If they want to, yeah, this is okay. They want to bolt here, try to hit Delirium. So be it. Still thinking I'm gonna hold as well in jar. Like, just make a construct next to him. On the graveyard. Goes so well in. I mean, no. I'm so happy I got to trade this. Jesus Christ! Like they were really took a risk here. Noctite. It's like a 5/5, right? Oh, that is wrong. So we could make a construct, or we could just play Steerings, find a monster, and then Pity Needle Tawara, maybe? Was it? Pity Needle Bubble. So what happens if we put 3 counters here? This construct is going to be a 2/2 only. So I think we should Steerings here. Workers of Us sounds like a nice one. Spot lethal next turn. We block here, put counters here, we have Welding Jar to protect it. And then the Igmas Nexus is lethal with almost anything, you know, like Expressive Iteration, sure. Many people have died after casting Expressive Iteration against Scales. You know, main deck, yeah. It's very good against the ring. And you only get to play one. I have 2 needles actually, one on my sideboard. I think I'm gonna cut the sideboard one. Thanks for something. Thanks for the follow, Cole, yeah? And Petatorial. Pointless. I thought you were on physics also. So all of you guys, thank you. It's just, I think it's good right now. So my opponent, what did he do? He shocked his team bands. Bolt. We won. We won, people. That's why we didn't Welding Jar before. The Warder is so good, guys. Shit, man. So this here. Burger is so freaking good. Yeah, basically I'm playing the needle for the ring, which I never find. Like, I just played against a bunch of rings and then I never saw them again. Workers' rights, indeed. And then it's also good against Jack Moss, Asmo. What else did I beat? Played actually like Hammer, it's decent. I was looking at it before. There are. So it's good against these. It's good against Ran and Ring. It's good against these, obviously. It's good against these. It's bad against these. But these matchups are decent. It's bad against these if you ever play. I've never played against this, so I don't know. It's actually decent against Titan because you can name the Boseiju. Sometimes gives you the win. All right, let's buy it. Let's sideboard. At this matchup, I have nothing for it either. So I think the only cards I like is the Tamiya Safekeeping. I wouldn't bring them in if I had 4 jars, but I don't have 4 jars. I guess Samsung Currency comes in as well. I got one of these, and I got a Worker, and I'm gonna cut a Boseiju. So we don't get too many. I have already a needle main deck. I have another one sideboard, but this should be just a Radical Progenitors. Good night, I'll say. I'm just gonna finish this and go to bed as well. Alright, so this is I think that's what we're doing. I have 1 needle because we only want to needle one thing. I mean, this is a fire hand. So I still win this matchup, we can keep it. We can also steerings for something else. Oh, opponent. Alright. Bubble. They should bubble themselves before they play the Mysterium Forest. Because this shows that they don't have a Spyball canal yet. Yeah, they do. So they like the card. Can't do that. No steerings here. May a 1-drop. Worker, Rouser. I think Rouser is a play, most likely, right? Like the other cards are. I mean, Worker is good, but Rouser is the best card in the deck. So the reason I keep this hand, like Saga is really an enabler. You think about it, is basically you can think of this Saga as having an Auxilis. I mean, maybe not, but sometimes it could be. But maybe it counters my Hangover Walker. That's alright. Means that they will go to 18. Bubble again. So you should really bubble yourself before you play the land. You don't know. You don't know you like the card or not. Like you can pretend you have like I'm sure they don't have Spy Bluff kind of land. Right, so I'm sure they're kind of land light. I mean, if they have this, not this. That's really like I'm sure they have land. They are land light right now. Like, they may have like it could very well be that they miss land. Okay, this is not a well, I don't really like cutting steerings in my oh man, they really have nothing. This is not a good hand by the way, no. I don't like cutting steerings in my colorless deck. Can I say I have my best cards, you know, Saga and Ravager, they're all found by the steerings, so I don't like this. So things can be done here. We can play. We can make constructs. We can play dudes. We can play Ravager and Zavas, for example. Puts a bit more pressure. Do you think he has spells there? For sure we're attacking, so let's start attacking. I mean, Ravager dice to bolt, it's not the best. Maybe just make a construct and chill. You can also play these two guys, hold up this guy. Do they have Delirium? No. Hold up this guy, then actually next turn is lethal. Should put a counter then. You could play, then you basically just make your deck more clunky, it's just less one drops, you know, you're just playing a million two drops. That was basically the reason I counted Patchworks. But you could, you know, Patchwork is a good card, it's just I don't feel it's good in the meta at the moment. Just chill. Just play slow. Just play slow. You know, we can needle their E, for example. There's no need to like go crazy here. They're really not gonna play Blood Moon because they don't have any blue sources. So either they don't have a Blood Moon in their deck or they don't want the Blood Moon. But you could definitely do that. Just I feel it gets a bit slow. It's resolved. Might as well, you know. We could get a drum. This is gonna needle explosives here. Pedresna? No cards. I think I kind of like the drum here. So it allows me to play the skills right now. And the siren. Can't cast anything else though. This is gonna bolt this guy. Right. That's okay. I mean, we're still relatively ahead, I think. We have a lot of mana to work with next turn. And now I think they're starting to tap out and we can do some damage. Red, red. Oh, now's the moon. Sure, mark that. This is kind of debatable whether it's not good to play. That. Yeah. Someone's gonna play Ravager, Workers of Us. Hold up this ballista. That's 3 cards in hand. Well, 4 cards now. They do not have Delirium in the moment. Yes, they have Eon 1. Yep. So I sack this first, so I can play around 1 whole hit, I guess. Okay. They also have this. Oh, fuck. I mean, no, I thought it was on a holy hit. Oh, we're good. You, the opponent, man. Opponent. It's not so good as you think. It's not as good as you think. Hold. Worker. Does anybody think the Worker is a good Magic the Gathering card? I really thought, but they actually didn't have Delirium, so oh my god, they're even attacking. Dude, this is not the hardest. It's not the hardest I had to play, to be honest. How many people are watching the movie? 35, 45. Alright. This is not the hardest I had to fight, guys. Alright, for 1. Losing to Living End. I really want a Relic on my deck, so put the Relic on your deck, guys. You just thought I Lander, maybe better than a Relic even. Nah, Relic is good because it also stops your own graveyard versus Shadow. Right. So yeah, opponent's really, showcasing the FNM level there. Holy fuck. Like, I really thought it was gonna, but they couldn't on Holy Hit because it was even worse on Holy Hit. I could play around 1 Holy Hit and 1 Lightning Bolt. So I think I couldn't play around 2 Unholy Hits, but they didn't even have the Delirium, right? So yeah, we won. Yeah, so I really like the list. I think everything is good. I really like the Power Depot change. I like the Needle main. I think I already did it. I cut the Needle. This Phyrexian Metamorph, I mean, we just didn't find the matchups where this is good, right? But if you're going to be playing against 2 Cascade side decks per league, then I would recommend playing another Void Mirror. So you have 2 Chalices, 2 Void Mirrors, 2 Soulless Jailers. Or maybe that's just the 3rd Chalice. But I want to try the Phyrexian Metamorph some more. So the deck felt really good, guys. What can I say? The Workers, there's you guys saw it in action now. They won so many games. Yeah, I mean, I have 2. I have 5 hate pieces and I never found them. But somebody, I don't know if it was you, but it is a good idea to actually versus Living End. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this, and I'm gonna bring in these 5, the 2 Tamiya safekeepings, and I'm gonna cut, I guess, I don't know. Maybe a steerings, maybe. Nah, not even. Or maybe another worker. Or maybe even a walking ballista. Walking ballista is a bit weird in that matchup, but so we just will cut the Gauzolis instead. Because I feel that it's been a bit bad. I think the Gauzolis is a bit bad in that match, especially on the draw. But anyway, this was the leak. I'm gonna open the chests. So we're gonna find them. When I get to 3,000 play points again, I'm opening everything. I'm gonna open a ring. Oh, well, a Cavalier. And nothing else. And Legolas. What the fuck? Why is Legolas in my Magic game? Okay, guys. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. This was fun. We'll do it again at some point. I'll try to put it on YouTube. And thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.